All right, guys, let's dive right into a collective message around the divine masculines tonight, and we'll see what thoughts they want to communicate to you, okay? I'm going to quickly just kind of clear the energy out in the cards, and we'll pick one card to work with. Okay, there could be something in the title that's already resonating with you. Okay, so I do wish you'd show me some kind of sign you're still there, but I know the distance is necessary. Okay, so someone who is getting impatient, getting really impatient with the time apart. I feel like they could be kind of pacing back and forth, maybe wishing or hoping that you'd show them some kind of sign. I'm hearing you normally do. Like when you guys are in separation, you normally do. Like I'm seeing people like posting things. Okay, maybe you guys might post things to let them know that you still love them or you still care, or you do it in a way where it's like they know that you're trying to communicate with them in between the lines. But I feel like whoever's in the feminine energy here, you're pulling back. You feel your soul wanting to go off in a different direction, and you know that part of going off in a different direction and changing the course of how things are going on your journey with your divine masculine, you have to disconnect. There's no more sending signs or holding, because you know that's a part of holding on, right? And they're used to looking out for this. I feel like you have somebody that might be checking up on your socials probably every day, if anything, but there's been nothing. Okay, they can't read your energy off of like the little trail of things that you would leave behind to just maybe validate that that connection was still there. So that's what I'm getting, like a divine masculine who may be feeling through the absence, just that the separation is getting to them. I think at first they maybe thought that it was okay. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay, whatever. Maybe this distance is good between us. You know, that's how I hear them talking, like, okay, whatever. Like, you want to go, go. But now it's like maybe weeks or months later, they find themselves, you know, just kind of twiddling around with their thumbs and just really tempted to pick up their phone and see what it is you're up to, even though once upon a time, they were okay with you either distancing yourself, going off on your journey, like not communicating with you. They were okay with it, but now they're not okay with it because their heart space is just craving you, missing you in some way. What's the truth about how this divine masculine is starting to feel for you? Okay, I'm not going to take all, but I will take what's at the very top of this pile and what is at the very bottom. Okay, what are they starting to feel for you here? Okay, it's safe for you to love. Okay, I feel like now they kind of want to open up their heart and love you, because maybe in this distance and separation and giving them the space and having them maybe watch you go off in a direction where it's like you take care of yourself, they feel safe to love you. They feel like you're a sane person, you're a safe person. Maybe in the past they're used to people chasing them, maybe even acting a little bit crazy, you know, really trying to hold down a place in their life. But I feel like for you, you don't need that from them, or you don't maybe want that from them. Like, you probably feel like you got your own thing going, right? And for the first time ever, they're dealing with somebody who doesn't want anything from them, who doesn't need anything from them. In fact, you probably bring something to the table, which is why they're like, damn, like, are you really gone out of my life like this? Okay, they're being called to have an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations. This is somebody who realizes that even though they tried to fake being okay with this ending or the separation between you two, maybe they even went off in another direction with a karmic because they got triggered by you walking away, right? Maybe they were watching you make strides in your life and they're like all triggered by it and decided to dive into another karmic situation. I'm hearing even that now is just them opening up their eyes to the fact that, like, damn, like, I know for a fact what I chose was a distraction. You know, I'm hearing J. Cole, trying to do like how you got me here. Not all I am is alone. You know, when he says, because her eyes and those hips and that ass don't compare at all, and at best all they do is distract me. So that's what I'm getting. It's like somebody's just kind of like not focused on their own life right now, even though they might have, again, like been like this fool, like not like a fool, but like the fool energy, taking an adventure, walking into something new, maybe even trying to mirror your energy by letting go and moving forward. That's why they were triggered. That's why they were triggered, and they were like, fine, I don't care, like, you go off and do your own thing, because a little part of them was kind of shocked that you actually did that. But I feel like the reason they're having now this realization is because a lot of you didn't walk away like to, like, out of spite. Like, you really did walk away because you're like, ugh, like, maybe I'm not right for this person, or maybe there's something about me that needs to shift or change, or maybe I'm just not ready to give to this, or maybe I'm not ready to, maybe I don't feel safe enough to love. Maybe I don't feel safe enough to let myself be loved by this person, and you guys kept triggering one another. Okay, so now that you have, the universe is trying to let you know, like, it's deeper than what you both are letting on, is what I'm getting, especially this divine masculine. Like, now is the time where they're maybe having feelings about reconnecting with you. For the first time ever, they're actually thinking about being honest with you. Maybe they do want to call you up and communicate, and this time around, instead of being stupid about it or beating around the bush or waiting for you to make the kind of moves that ideally in these types of connections the masculine should be taking that action and making, really, really honoring your energy, claiming your energy, being honest about their intentions. A lot of them chose to kind of just hold back. Their pride got in the way. Maybe the energy wasn't quite balanced, where they thought you have to chase them. Like, you be the one to, like, want them in your life. And a lot of you were like, whoa, sir, I am an old-fashioned gal. That's why it's like, I wish you would what? I wish you would what? What does this say? I do wish you would show me some kind of sign. You guys are like, sir, I mean, the most I could do is drop my handkerchief on the floor. But that's about it. You know what I mean? And I feel like some of you aren't even doing that. Some of you aren't even doing the handkerchief drop in hopes that the gentleman will come over and pick it on up and offer to take the lady out. No, many of you aren't actually doing that. You're not really dropping any signs, dropping any clues, dropping any hints. Many of you are maybe just kind of starting to realize your worth, and that's why they feel safe to love you, because they're like, damn, like, I can trust a feminine energy like that because I know you have your head on. I know you value yourself. And it's a turn on, quite frankly, to be honest with you guys. It's attractive as hell. Okay, to see you walk away from them and to actually honor yourself and say, wait a second, like, no, like, I am not gonna give you signs and give you clues and give you hints and, like, what, like, drop handkerchiefs for you to, what, pursue me? No. Many of you are really kind of just standing strong in what it is you deserve. What are you commanding from them, Divine Feminine? Okay, I will take this one, and I feel like these are too many, but I'll take one from this pile. Okay, so we have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So many of you aren't holding on. That's why I was saying you guys aren't doing this out of spite in terms of walking away. You're just realizing that lesson learned. Like, I want more. I deserve more. Okay, remember I was talking about in that reading where you guys are getting into this whole princess energy? Like, you're just like, no. I think I'm just going to, like, kick my feet up and really just call this in, right? That Empress energy of just attracting it to you. You guys are realizing that you are just old-fashioned gals. And there's nothing wrong with being old-fashioned gals, okay? So we have unrequited love, okay? So I feel like that's what's been created here, is that unrequited love until the energies can maybe balance themselves out. Maybe your divine masculines are realizing that there's no chemistry here. You're not going to be sending any signs. You're not going to be reaching out because there's an imbalance in the energy. You don't feel right doing it. And if you don't feel right, then you ain't going to do it. Okay? So they may be kind of trying to strategize, like, what do I do? How do I get your attention now that you've kind of shifted things, right? Like, you've shifted things. You've now made things level up on the journey a little bit. You're teaching this divine masculine something about themselves. I can't deny this. It came up so many times here, but they're literally now trying to catch up to you, okay? Trying to make that offer. Any offer, okay? The lemon as well. There's a magic in the lemon because I feel like the lemon is, like, very fruitful, just bright. You're making them maybe rise to the occasion, okay? Because you're choosing to say no. Like, I'm worth more. I value my own time and energy. I don't need to ride on your horse. I'm fine on my feet, right? I'm fine along the way. Okay, well, can I at least give you this? Okay, so many of them are, I feel, understanding the turn of the table. That's why they're on the horse now, because now they're trying to play catch up with this energy. Okay, they realize that waiting around for this, that's not going to get them anywhere. You're done with that energy of looking at the connection in a way where you need to pour or you need to give, or, you know, and that's what I'm saying. A lot of you are recognizing your worth, this kind of princess energy of having this knight, you know, literally come after you, chase after you, just kind of, you know, earn it. I've been watching 1883. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's like the one that comes before Yellowstone, or like, I think you might have to watch that series before Yellowstone, but I've been following the story of Thomas and Noemi, and oh goodness, like, he's just like that old-fashioned type of, you know, because he's telling Noemi, you know, she's this gypsy and her husband got murdered, and, you know, she's kind of looking around for her husband. This was like way back in the day, like 1883, that type of time in that era. And so, you know, she comes along Thomas, who's just kind of, you know, traveling along, and, you know, he ends up telling her, like, you know, she wanted to end up marrying Captain, who's like this old man, and Thomas ends up telling her, like, you don't want no parts of Captain. You know, he's like, you're going to go into town soon when we make it past, you know, when we make this journey and we go into a new town, you'll find some man who wants to spoil you and, like, earn you. And I was like, wow, definitely some synchronicity there for the collective. Okay, so this is what I feel like. Somebody is ready to earn you. You've kind of opened up their eyes too, in terms of maybe the energy that they were operating in, and I feel like you're showing this divine masculine exactly why it is you two, like, bump heads. You're showing them why it is you can't connect and then stay connected. Okay, they can't get your, okay, they can get your attention, but it's about maintaining your attention. I feel like a lot of the divine masculines, they're like this magician energy of, like, making you appear, but then it's like you kind of, like, fade off after, because they're not being present enough with themselves, not taking enough action, where it's like they expect you to kind of take the lead in a sense. And, you know, they're maybe learning through the separation and this experience here with you, just kind of walking in the other direction, going off on some new path, all by yourself, doing it all on your own. You're not bothering them. You're just unbothered yourself. You can't help yourself. You're just like, listen, if it doesn't hold my vibration, I can't. Like, the universe is not allowing me to stay stagnant here, my friend. I got to keep moving. So now that's got their attention. That's what's making them want to take the reins now in their own life. The cape as well represents this energy of, like, you know, courage. Like, I'm ready to get going. I'm ready to show up as more passionate, more, you know, like, leveled up, right? Like, if I want your attention, I'm going to get your attention, and I'm going to do things to keep it, as you deserve, Divine Feminine. All right? So I don't know who this quick check-in was for, but if you guys do enjoy readings like these, go ahead and check out my membership section, where they are fully extended versions of these. Otherwise, you guys can reach me on Hipsy if you want to do a personal reading, okay?